Ghost of Tsushima is an emotive, beautiful game that I have had a strained relationship with. The opening hours were intense and sad, but it slowly fell to the side of the road as it went on. I was aiming for a 100% run, and I feel this got in the way of my enjoyment. Side missions felt similar, and combat ended up feeling samey, which led me to desiring a few more moves or combos. I am yet to finish the game, and I have heard that the ending is really something. I am hoping in making this I'll rekindle my curiosity and finish it. However, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to complain. I want to talk about the things that I feel this game does really well. I love seeing more games take place in Japan, but we've had quite a few lately that felt similar. One I had a decent time with, and the other I adore. I figured it may not hit the highs of Sekiro, so I thought I may end up missing Tsushima. What's one less katana in the collection? However, I love Sucker Punch. They made Infamous, which made it feel so satisfying to throw lightning or smoke or neon. Oh, and they also made my childhood. Part of the big three. The one with the furry guy and the metal man, a little furry guy and a man, and 3 furry boys. Naturally, the 3 furry boys was my favourite of those, and still is. Controlling Sly still feels amazing today, and the story is just as interesting and as funny as I remember being. And, I mean, just look at him. He's so handsome, and cool, and suave, and charming. I love him. Anyway, it's been a while since Sucker Punch made a game. The last was First Light in the Infamous series, which dropped in 2014. Which leaves us with a 6-year gap between Tsushima's release in 2020. Going into this game I had no clue what was to come, but this is what I had to look forward to.
Kosenkan! I am Jin Sakai, nephew of Lord Shimura. I have come to avenge his honor.
It's an impactful story full of emotive beats, with Shintoism and Buddhist themes. These themes are core storytelling devices. Bushido, or the Way of Warriors, is a samurai practice of understanding oneself and self-actualizing, instead of living on autopilot or as a slave to your own devices.
Your enemy is no match for you. But you still lack control. To master your blade, you must first control your emotions.
I can do that, Uncle.
Show me.
Knowing one's own body and self is vital by this practice. Following the 8 virtues of righteousness, courage, compassion, respect, honesty, honor, loyalty, and self-control, and tying that to the subjectivity of an individual. And you can see that this is a very strong mode of teaching that requires dedication and practice, and also being a difficult one to maintain over the course of one's life.
Those are your father's words. What does honor mean to you?
I guess protecting people. The ones who can't fight for themselves.
You have a good heart. But first, we must show everyone that we serve our Lord with courage, integrity, and self-control.
You say that like it's easy.
It's never easy, Jin. I struggle with it every day. But we must set an example for our people by remaining true to our code and to ourselves. That is the meaning of honor. I'm not her samurai.
The way is something that we see a lot of in media. For example, The Witcher takes heavy influence from aspects of samurai culture and teachings. They meditate, specialize with the sword, and typically wander the lands. Their version of the way is called the Path, and focuses on the individual's journey. The path is much more up in the air than Bushido. It means nothing in particular, apart from aiming for purpose, and varies from Witcher to Witcher. Star Wars also has a similar situation. The use of the Force as a power that can affect physically, while also being blended with spirituality, to show the influence a single person can have over the fate of events. The Jedi and Sith are two extremes of following a path. The focus with each taking certain disciplines and honing a member's focus on them. The Force being used as a signpost, as a guide. Spirituality is something I feel reveals itself to you when you need it. Recently, we have had an overabundance of distraction and activities on easy demand. I think the yearning for a deeper connection is all the more important, whatever that means to you. Understanding yourself better is vital, and watching Jin Sakai deal with identity over the course of what I played was truly something. Jin gets a rough deal. He has a big battle where all his buddy samurai die more or less. They get wiped out, messed up by the sheer power of the Mongolians. But there is something more in this defeat for Jin. This is his way so far, his Bushido. It's all he knows and believes in. His devotion to his uncle and his trainer shines through all the way until defeat. That fails. His way fails him. But some force picks him back up. He then bands together what he can muster and marches back to save what's left, in this case being his uncle. Anyway, he suffers a fat L and is yeeted off a bridge. Washed up, and having failed twice, he calls out to his father, who we find out due to cowardice in youth, he let die. And yet something stirs him forward again. Some force or resolve he holds. Maybe it's love for the samurai and his uncle. Or maybe it's something more inner. And with that, your journey begins. We get all this development in the first hour of the game. It's powerful stuff. Tasty stuff. Graphically, this game is unique. It's bright and punchy and even a little otherworldly at times. It seems to capture multiple seasons at once as you travel around the game world. This is wonderfully captured by an easy accessible photo mode. Here are some of the many photos I took on my journey. You can see them all here. Look at them all. Here they are. See that one? That's colourful. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's nice. The game really pops, and the level of detail is insane, with armors looking incredibly detailed up close, while also having variety between the upgrades for those armors. Overall, it's beautiful to look at. Ghost of Tsushima is an incredibly ambitious project. It tells a compelling story and hits some great highs. It didn't break new ground, but it used multiple things that have come before to create a really solid experience. It looks stunning and plays well. The core of the story is one I can say I really enjoyed what I did experience of it. However, I am yet to beat this journey, but in making this video, I am more inclined to power through my own grievances with the parts I found difficult. I deserve it to myself to see it through. Maybe I won't get any more out of it, but I feel that I want to know. For myself, for you, for Jin Sakai, and most importantly, for Sly Cooper. That's all, my friends. Stay safe.